Well, we want to turn the idea of this program back into positive direction. So now we're going to talk to Roger Schlesinger. He's also known as the Mortgage Minute Guy. Hey, Roger.
Hi, Don. Good to see you.
Irwin's always Mr. Negative. He doesn't see anything good with the economy, but there are some lights at the end of the tunnel with respect to the mortgage markets, aren't there?
Yeah, I think there are. Yeah, there are a lot of new players who are coming in who are trying to get back to the way we used to be. It's getting, on one hand, it's getting worse. On the other hand, we're getting some new players who will do things. For instance, we now have an 85% cash out for conforming loans, where we bury the PMI, the private mortgage insurance, which you have to have, but we put it into the loan so you don't see it. We bury the point, and we get you 85% cash out up to $417,000. You have to have a 720 credit score, but we're in the high fours on a 30-year loan. Now, wow. That's not bad for 85% cash out, and there's no PMI and there's no points.
That is good. Now, that's something that even a year ago or even 18 months ago was unheard of. If I'd have said, this is what I want to do, you'd have said, call me in 18 months.
Yeah. We also have a jumbo up to $3 million that is really attractively priced, 5-year and 7-year loans, that they'll go 80% to $3 million.
Really?
Yeah, no, that's unheard of. 80%. You have to have good credit. There's no hit for being a second home. There's no hit for cash out. No hit for interest only. So it's just a terrific loan. It is expensive. There's a 1.5% cost on it. But my God, 80% to $3 million, that gets a lot of people up on the upper end a chance to breathe and a chance to refinance. And boy, you want to talk about high rates. I mean, I have one guy who has a 6.25% rate that I'm taking him down into the middle threes.
Wow. Wow, that's significant.
Yeah.
Now, for those homeowners who have been affected by the massive drop in real estate values, and through no fault of their own, maybe 3 guys on their street allowed their homes to go into
one guy.
Yeah, one guy on their street lets their home go into foreclosure. It brings everybody in that street down. If they find that their LTV or their loan to value is not what it was even a year ago, what can they do if they want to refinance?
Well, the only thing they can do is if they have a Fannie or Freddie loan, generally those are fixed rate loans. We have a program that will now let us go up to 125% or more even loan to value in many cases, and we can refinance them at good rates. If you're not Fannie or Freddie owned, they're not interested. And by the way, you can now do it even if you haven't missed 3 payments, which they started out with. And I think that's the biggest problem with real estate, is that if this administration had started out by saying you need to miss 3 payments to do this, and then we'll do it for you. If they had gone to the responsible people and said, okay, you're responsible, we know what's happening, so we're going to refinance you to unlimited loan to values, as long as you've made all your payments and you're still working, etc., we wouldn't have had this real estate crisis.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. It made absolutely no sense. Let's go to the people that are not responsible or are missing payments, and we'll take care of them, as opposed to the people who are doing whatever they can to stay afloat with the payments. Those are the ones you should help, because those are the ones that are going to keep things going forward.
Absolutely, and they're the ones who are going to keep buying. Those are the ones who will invest in other houses because they can and because they always have. But now there's such a bad taste in everybody's mouth, and they just came out with this a few weeks ago, and quite frankly, most of the people who have been paying for years and getting nowhere have already walked from their house, so it's not going to really help a lot. But that's at least a start.
Very quickly, Roger, almost out of time. They want to get in touch with you, pick your brain. How do they do that?
866-288-0088, or you can go to mortgageminuteguy.com, or you can just send me an email to roger@mortgageminuteguy.com.
Trust me when I tell you, this is the smartest guy in the mortgage business. If you have a question, give him a call. Again, Roger Schlesinger, the Mortgage Minute Guy. Thanks, Roger.
Thanks, Don.